Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 3, Episode 4, On the Road Again. Is it not?
One.
Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse, everyone. Hopefully our technical issues are taken care of now. Welcome to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 3, Episode 4, On the Road Again. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan, the bloody Rizzolo.
Always great to be here.
Shane as Umbromancer Zavid.
I'm a good guy.
Elliot as Reese, the Heartseeker.
On the road again.
And Raph as Frag.
I don't think we're the good guys.
Are we the baddies? As always, I am Lumby Bronzearm and will be your DM for today. Last time, Lux Et Umbra had some long-term plans bear fruit. Having removed the brain of Ilkana Alenor and placed it inside a magimechanical jar, it was time for answers. Zavid cast a zone of truth around the White Mother, ensuring she could tell no falsehoods. Though indignant at first, it was not long before Ilkana began to realize how much had been hidden from her by her divine patrons Urgathoa and Shax. The cracks in her faith formed via a combination of Triaxis the Wanderer's influence and the glibness of Lux Et Umbra. Later that evening, Lux Et Umbra communed with their old friend Dirge Mountainhoof, who now lives with the Blessed Lightning Druids. An orc of few words, Dirge was quick to reveal the ancient secrets of the Awaken ritual. After the campfire communication, visitors to Shadow Valley hailed Lux Et Umbra from beyond the tall gate. The two travelers introduced themselves as Layla and Rosemary Willowblossom, a halfling couple who had recently moved into the nearby villa of Veteran's Folly. Layla explained that she is a clocksmith who opened a shop in town. Her nephew had begun following a bad crowd of pickpockets, which worried her. The boy, Willamar, was planning to break into her shop to steal a valuable cuckoo clock the hoodlums could then fence for cash. This is where Lux Et Umbra came in. Layla requested they help her make the boys fail in their heist. But not only fail, they needed to be embarrassed, frightened, and humiliated so that Willamar would never do such a thing again. A plan was hatched, and traps were set. After dusk, the twist artists, as they called themselves, showed up to the clock shop, right on time. The inexperienced roustabouts managed to avoid Reese's tripwire at the top of the stairs by sheer dumb luck. However, once Willamar grabbed their prize, Khan's Rube Goldberg machine was sprung. A barrel of paint and bags of feathers were dumped over the heads of the older boys, only barely missing Willamar. Using magic and his ether spider familiar wisp, Zavid filled them with a fear they had never known. The twist artists tripped the stairs trap on the way up, scrambling over each other in their hurry to escape the haunted clock shop. Before Willamar could run into the forest, Lux Et Umbra explained that this was simply a lesson being taught to a boy about to make the worst decision of his life. And that's why you don't steal cuckoo clocks. That's where we're coming in today. Back at Shadow Valley, this is essentially the next morning, unless one of you had something pressing you wanted to do that evening. No? Okay.
I can't think of anything.
So, first things first, gotta get some bookkeeping out of the way. Frag and Zavid, I need both of you to give me a public will save, please.
Oh my god. Say it isn't so.
This is how we start.
Yep.
Oh, a will save?
Yes, please.
Oh, I will save.
And you do. DC is 30. So, Zavid, you save.
Good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Second.
And you 36 as well. Frag, you also save. So, both of
Those are
you
great.
wake up. Yeah, that was great.
Great day to go set off on a journey together and looking past whatever differences we have. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. This is a great day.
Absolutely.
The two of you wake up feeling fine, refreshed. There's no ill will in your stomach, Zavid. You don't feel that usual push of hate that has been gnawing at your mind every morning recently. And Frag, you find that you're able to concentrate on normal things. You can see birds, you can see the forest for the trees. You're not deep inside the programming of your spell books as you have been as of late. So all of you, eventually wake up and breakfast is being served in the main kitchen area. Sugar Wanter and Bubbles have put out some meats, some fruit plates, and a couple of waffles. Nawala has shown up. She had brought in the pork that morning. So I think usually Frag is the first to wake up, I think. So you would be woken up to the smell of a nice hearty breakfast. You're starting to get used to that. Excuse me. Back at the foundry, you pretty much lived on a diet of nutrient paste. So it's been a nice change of pace to have solid food.
And probably the flavors too.
The flavors and the solidness is definitely a welcome change of pace.
I'm finally a toddler. I can eat solid food.
And you didn't even have to go through the teething phase. How lucky.
I was born with my teeth.
How
That
unfortunate
sounds
for the
about
mother.
right.
I was built.
So you wake up and you see the tall blonde elf of Nawala, who I actually don't think Raph have met before. So let me pull up this image
No,
real
I have
fast. Your Frag has this. So when you come out and see the breakfast, you see sitting at a table a blonde elf woman who wears a brown cloak, and your character Frag knows at this point that this is Nawala. This is Khan's girlfriend. She comes and goes quite often from Shadow Valley. She is a ranger who lives in the forest, and she greets you. Oh, good morning, Frag. Breakfast is already ready if you would like it. I brought in some bacon and ham from a pig I got in the forest. It should be good eating for today.
Oh, good morning, and thank you. Did you make it?
Oh no, Bubbles and Sugar Wanter are definitely the cooks around here. I can grill over an open fire, but I tend to char things.
Oh, probably tastes the same to me, so. Oh, thank you.
I like someone with aesthetic taste. Yes, but please take as much as you want. There is plenty. And by this point, who would be waking up second? The smell of meats.
I think maybe
oh, that would
Zavid.
be Zavid.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably Zavid waking up second with the smell of meat wafting through the air, fresh ham, like country ham. The big.
Yeah,
round...
he comes out of his room floating in the air like a cartoon, following the scent. And is going to, in a shockingly fast amount of time, make a plate disappear. Nice to see you, Noala. Thank you for the pig.
Oh, of course, David. Well, good morning to you. I always pleased when I can provide for everyone here at Shadow Valley. I came upon it in the forest and it took my shot. Con has taught me a few things about vulnerable spots on animals, and it's really come in quite handy.
I'm glad to hear it. So, I think we are leaving today.
Oh, yes, that is what Con said. It is sad to hear, but I'm glad that you are not leaving in such a rush like after coronation. I scarcely got to see you or any of you before you rushed off.
Why, I don't mean to be rude, but why are you here and not with Khan? She's just over there.
She's usually sleeping. I think perhaps the gods just placed her on the map for convenience's sake. That's the actual answer, though. I just put her here just to make it easy on myself.
How have things been since we've been gone?
Oh, they've been quite good. The kobolds, they take better care of this place than I would have thought. I've come across kobolds in my travels, and they are not usually as clever as these. I really do think that tree, the dirt plant, is having some effect on them. Plus, their strange, zealous beliefs in Serenray are also, well, I cannot deny the power it brings.
I was very impressed when we tested the defenses. They were able to detect us and do what they needed to defend against attack. I think we can trust them to keep this place safe.
I agree. I think it will work out in the best. I do have a question though. What of the brain in the jar? What is to happen?
Who told you about the brain in the jar?
She was there when you when you
Oh, that's right.
removed
You
the
were there.
brain.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to snap at you. So
I
that is a
helped you with
secret.
the suturing.
Yes, that is a
I will
secret.
not
Please
tell
don't
you
tell
about
anybody
this.
about that.
Of course, of course.
The brain is of an enemy that we have slain. Someone who was very powerful in life, but in death was even much, much worse. And we have sort of convinced to cooperate with us for the time being. Our plan is to put the brain in a golem. The brain does not know this. The brain thinks it is going to get an autonomous body that it will be able to have full control over, which it will, kind of, but if you know anything about golems, they are loyal to their creators. So it will sort of forge a new personality out of the old, and hopefully someone who will be willing to work together with us without needing to be coerced.
And
at
I
that.
look around, I
Like,
see Frag, and I can see like through maybe there's like a little window let or something, like a little counter window let into the kitchen where I see the two working, and I'm like,
Everyone in this room and everyone hearing this is a secret. If any of you tell the brain in the jar what I've said, I will kill you myself. Do not tell it anything. Do not speak to it. Do not try to. Don't even wipe down the jar with a cloth. Leave it alone. Don't go near it. Do you understand, Sugar Wanter?
Oh yeah, don't go near the jar. Got it. That thing freaks me out. I don't really want to go near it anyway. I'm
Because
glad I don't have to clean it.
it'll fuck you up. It'll. Do you understand how much trouble we had to go through just to get it in there? It's very dangerous. So please just leave that alone until we can come back and deal with it. All right.
And Bubbles goes "Bloop, bloop, bloop," and kind of shakes.
Bubbles,
his
I
head.
trust you with my life. I know you would never do anything like that.
Bubbles has been an OG since like level 2.
Probably just see
And-
like a little small blush. Like, oh.
and then I also look to Frag. I'm like,
Frag, that wasn't even really directed at you because you're coming with us, as far as I'm aware. So it's not even really towards you. I'm a little paranoid, as you could probably tell.
No, I couldn't.
Well, I'm a little paranoid.
I imagine his face is very stoic, so like I can't tell that he might be being sarcastic in this moment. It just looks like he's
No.
being genuine.
No, Frank is probably very like matter of fact. Like, no.
Yeah, see, my goal here is not just for the sort of scientific curiosity, though there is that. I think
When-
I don't.
And then I hush my voice and I lean into Nawala and you, Frag, and I say,
I don't trust the kobolds' strength. I think they're smart. I think they have their hearts in the right place. But if a strong enemy were to assault this place, I don't think their strength alone would be enough. As we saw with the weird elemental things that came here, they were getting kind of fucked up. But if we weren't here, I don't know if they would have succeeded.
I was thinking the same thing, David. It is not the strength of their heart that I doubt. It is the reach of their arm.
If you're that worried about the thing, why don't you just put a failsafe on it?
I have a mute box on there, so it's muted and deafened, so it can't hear or
No,
talk
no, no,
while
no.
we're
I mean
gone.
like failsafe, like a kill switch. You're that worried it might fall in the wrong hands or something will temper with it. Just get rid of it.
Now, this is not such a bad idea. Perhaps putting a glyph of warding if it gets too far away. I do not understand magics.
This is something that I think is very intelligent and I have not considered, so I will do something about it soon. But the big thing, the reason that I am saying this all to you is my goal is this golem would be the guardian. It would be the one with the intelligence of this caster. It would have all the memories, all the smarts and the wits. They're very, very wily and cunning, but it would be loyal, and it would protect the the kobolds, because I would tell it to. And so it would be able to protect this while we are away. And now I'm going to do some fail safes. Excuse me, thank you for breakfast.
and I run over.
Oh, you're welcome.
And yes, of course, anytime. And here's already gone. I think by this point, Khan, you would have been hearing Zavid going up and down those stairs a couple of times, so you would have
Yeah.
been able to come up from the lower levels, spilling the breakfast as you do.
Another person floating in on
Yeah.
the aroma.
Floating around, yeah. Oh, bye, Sweet. Bye.
Busy, sorry. I'll see you in like an hour.
Okay, yeah, bye.
Also, when that hour comes around, that's around when Reese eventually gets up to.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So I think.
Good morning, Mishka.
Yeah.
Oh, good morning.
Yes, how are
this
you
looks
doing today?
this looks delicious.
Oh, thank you. I found a boar out in the forest. It was quite large, but I did exactly what you told me. I aimed for the head. It was very vulnerable to a sword to the back of the neck. I was amazed.
You know, that's what I always say.
Hit it repeatedly in a vulnerable spot. That is what you
Yes.
say all the
Yeah.
time. It is
Yeah.
amazing.
It is yet to not work.
Well, you are still here and you are still always covered in blood, so it is clear that the ideal strategy. And for some reason, I just went to do your accent. I do not know what happened. We are becoming more and more alike, Mishka.
Kuyaw.
Anyway, good. So you are leaving later today, yes?
Yes, we are heading south, actually.
Oh, south, back to Almas, you say? Back to your where the area you come from?
Yes. I don't know if I would exactly call it, now I'm getting her accent, damn it.
That's what happens when you're near your partner. You pick up their everythings.
True love is when you absorb your partner's
Yes.
accent by osmosis.
That's right.
I literally say hi at times because it's a freaking thing my partner does, and I'm just like, can't stop.
Hilarious. Well, I am just glad that I get to say goodbye this time. All of you went off so fast to Corvosa.
It's unfortunate that there was such danger that we had to run away from it. Or rather, secure the location, make sure that people were okay. We didn't run. We were brave, actually.
Oh, you were just the absolute bravest, Mishka. Yes. But all of those people were just taken off to safety. It was amazing what all of you were able to do. Hopefully, nothing like that will happen again. But as you say, Zavid, well, I guess he's gone. Things are only going to get worse the next few months, yes?
Unfortunately, that is true. What with all the planets aligning.
Then I shall make sure to double my efforts and my rounds to ensure that the kobolds have extra security and backup.
Oh, that's so thoughtful of you.
Oh, of course, Mishka. I think around here is probably when Reese will be waking up. The end of the warmness of breakfast, but there's still plenty of, I guess not sausage. Sugar Water wouldn't have had time to make sausage yet, but there's still some ham and bacon left.
Reese is not picky about meat.
Good morning, Reese.
Morning. Did Zavid run up and down the stairs? I think that woke me up.
Oh yes, he came in here quiet as a mouse, quiet as a Mishka, but as soon as he filled up with meat, he is quite heavy. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Mishka is Russian for mouse.
Makes sense.
I mean Elvish. It's Elvish for mouse. Sorry.
Elvish,
Right, yes.
Let me get Reese into there. There we go.
I liked the idea of elves being something other than British. So
Yes. Russian elves love it.
yeah, Russian elves.
Yep. Yeah, no, we're good. Also, I find it, I kind of it's been a few days, but I kind of find it funny that me and Khan we both kind of have the same preference of type of beautiful people, and I am shocked that just that they didn't have heart eyes for Mythanar, but you are so beyond beautiful that I understand completely. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you.
Oh, wait, thank you, Reese. You are a doll. But this one, I only have eyes for my little Mishka, and she kind of tussles Khan's hair a little bit.
So cute.
Oh.
He's gonna kind of
It's too bad you're not a grung, because then you could like do the throat frog thing every time you go ho ho.
True French.
No,
Yeah.
like Khan's accent isn't French. It's terrible French. Have I said it before that it's because like her mom is French and her dad is from Fantasy New York, so you combine the accents.
So it's almost like a
It's just
Quebec.
bad.
Yeah, it's like a pigeon.
I love it. Yeah, yeah. Oh god. So we're leaving today, right, Khan?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll just double check a couple things, check on my Thanar, see if things are good there. What do we have to do? What else is on the docket?
Just make sure that you have all your equipment. Have a good attitude for hitting the road.
Okay, yeah. That'll take like another like once when the food gets through me, but yeah, I'll be good. Reese has been having a hard time sleeping, but it's okay.
Is the temperature of your bed not enough for you?
Yeah, it's a little cold. I'm used to a little bit more warmth, but that's fine.
Well, hopefully, when you get back from saving the world across the sea, you will be able to get back with your love.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Actually, then Reese is gonna actually just hop off to his room and do a check-in with my Thanar, make sure things are still good over there, and then hop back over.
Sure, I gave you a sending ring or something, right?
Yeah, they basically have matching rings.
Yeah, yeah. Colin starts growing because of all the bacon.
This is like the happiness. Okay, sorry. We're good.
So you kind of pick up the ring and twist the gem as he showed you to do, and a few moments later you just hear his voice coming through. Just, oh, hey, what's up?
Hey,
what's going on, Reese?
Yeah, we're gonna be leaving today, and I just want to check in, make sure things are good where you are, and yeah.
Well, yeah, so far things have been pretty good. Danny and Demirius have already left for Kyonin. They're headed out to see my grandmother and meet up with Eredril. So I'm not really sure what they're up to, but it seems pretty important. Grandmother called on them specifically, but hopefully I'll get some details on that soon. But things have been going great here. I've been wandering around, seeing the sights of my home city, looking around where places I played as a kid, seeing what's there now, what's still there and what's not. It's been been really relaxing. It's nice.
That's good. I'm just making sure nobody's kidnapped you, and if I forgot what we do about that. I think something about a pineapple, but like.
Now, still safe within the walls of Druma. I haven't left yet.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're heading out to Griffin's or something. I don't know. It's been complicated.
Oh, are you going to the Golden Eyrie down in Almas?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, yeah, those are the only Griffin riders I'm aware of in this part of Avestan, so that should be a treat. I took that when I was a little kid. I remember it really very fondly.
Well, that gives me good hope then.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Make sure you stay safe, though. I hear that the sands of Assyrian can be very confusing.
Oh, I know Assyrian way too good for my own liking. So I appreciate that.
Of course. Keep in touch.
Yeah, anytime. And he
Bye
just
now.
like twists the ring.
Yeah, and you hear kind of a grind, almost like cement grinding, but it's like a staticky cement, and then it goes quiet. I'm gonna jump over to Zavid now.
Yeah, I got a question. In my inventory, it says I have the head of Saint Danica. What the fuck is that, and why is it in my inventory?
That is a statue's head. That's okay. You remember when you went through the Underdark to get into Druma to save Danny, and you went up through the hole in that church that turned out to be Danny's mother's?
Yes.
There was a sculpture there missing a head. And Demirius, did the single tear thing. And you eventually, later in the castle, you found the head of the statue, and I think that was replaced back on this, or I don't think it was ever replaced on the statue.
I'm gonna say that I would have been, this is heavy ass head I would have given to Demir. I'm like, what head is this? Like, why is it here? I'm going through. I've got stuff in my inventory that I'm trying to clear up because I still have from the. Oh, this is like a really high def like.
3D. No, it's a sculpture. It's a sculpture.
Not a 3D model.
Not a 3D model.
Yeah, you totally didn't magic wand the rest of it away.
No,
yeah.
I don't know. What I
get it.
It is very magical.
But I had stuff from like the first session, like my 2 days worth of meat and cheese that I stole from that like little cave. I was like, that's either eaten or bad. That's not in my inventory anymore.
It's pemmican now.
So here's what I'm doing right now. I have been working on a snare, and and thankfully I have a thing that makes me make snares very quickly as long as I have the materials. I would like to call in somebody that I trust, a kobold that I trust, and I think I want to call in this one in the garden. Is that Brick?
Brick? That's Brick.
Yeah.
I was about to say, do you mean this one, or do you mean...
sending Brick. Brick, it's Zavid. Brick, it's Zavid.
Hey, Zavid.
Come to my room right away.
You got it.
And move quietly.
Oh, okay.
And are any of you outside? No.
Nope.
Okay, so is anyone still left, like at nearest the breakfast area? Like, Con, are you still in there?
If everyone's disbanded, then she'll go get like her alchemy bag ready.
Okay, so just as you're getting up, you kind of see Brick walk in with like hands in his pockets, slowly, just casually, really obviously trying to be too casual, walking across the room. You know, it's suspiciously casual, but eventually he gets it up to Zavid's room and knocks 3 or 4 times.
I open the door and I grab him and I pull him in. I close the door. And I go, all right, Brick. I'm confiding in you because you're the only one I trust for this, okay?
Oh.
You see this brain?
Yeah.
It's the brain of one of our former enemies, right? Very dangerous. Still alive. Doesn't need food, doesn't need air or anything. It's good. It doesn't need to be taken care of, but it needs to be protected. I am going to teach you a snare that I have crafted that I want only you to know about to protect this room from anyone who might try to get in. All right?
I'm pretty good at making snares.
Oh, I've learned from you kobolds, actually. I have a feat that only kobolds are supposed to have.
Yeah. He has a +2 specifically to when crafting snares over his crafting check.
I'm gonna teach him the biting scythe snare that I've just learned, and I'm gonna set it up in the doorway, and I'm also gonna set one up around. I'm gonna set multiples up if I'm able to, around the room. Essentially, I want my room to be a death trap. And I tell in this, I say, this door is to be locked at all times. No one is to come in or out. If you hear the snares go off, clearly someone isn't obeying the rules. And I want you to contact us as any way you can. I just realized there's really not a good way for you to contact me. Fuck. We don't have anything like a sending stone, do we?
I don't think you
No.
do.
Reese is the only one that has that thing that's
Yeah.
directly
And
to
then
life in our.
You have your spell, but you have to initiate it.
Here's what I'm going to do. At midnight and at noon every day I'm going to call.
Oh, okay.
And
that
and you
works.
give me a status report, all right?
Yes. Can do that.
And he kind of
Alright.
like salutes, but it's way too high and it's like completely
You don't
wrong.
need to do that. I am not Demirius. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
I am confiding in you because
with it's Fork is the other one, right?
Fork is the paladin, yeah.
Paladin. Fork is very taking under Demirius's wing, and I don't think would abide by the brain even existing, honestly. So I'm not sure Fork would be happy to do this. Sugar Wanter has a lot on her plate with making the dinners and things like that, and as does what's the green one again? Jimothy is working in the alchemy lab. As a gardener intending to Dirge's things, I figured you might have a little bit of spare time to sort of keep an eye.
Of course. And I'm always outside, so I can keep an eye out there.
Very good. I trust you implicitly. If you are able to protect this by the time we get back, I will make it worth your while. And I promise you.
And I go to shake his hand.
And he reaches his clawed hand up and grabs and shakes and says,
First handshake. First contract. Ha!
That's right. Now, just don't ever forget that these traps are set and that they will most definitely kill most people, if not you. So no one can come in here.
And then I'll lead him out, and then I'll lock my door. And then I'll sending the blood ghoul, and I'll tell it to after it's done with its task to just go like up into the tunnel, like in that storage area, and just sit there idly by and like keep guard. Essentially, like don't let anything move through that isn't me or someone from Shadow Valley.
You hear a hiss back in Necrolith. Yes.
Okay. With that, I've I've put my alarm on my car, and I'm gonna walk out and be like, I am ready.
Is there anything else anyone needs to do at Shadow Valley before taking off?
Reese wants to ask Zavid, like, hey, so I was trying to like look for more information and like learn more about this place, and I've learned like a whole lot. And you seem to know your way around things, but I found this really freaking cool thing, like, behind a waterfall.
Behind a water. Wait, where's that?
You, Shane, might have forgotten about this.
Yeah.
Roll me an intelligence check in the tower real quick, Zavi.
Let me see if I remember. Is it the place where I saw the sun for the first time with Dirge? Yeah, okay. And that's
it's where you came up out of the crack in Hallett's hideout.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I don't need to make an intelligence check.
No, you don't need to make it. Yeah. If you remember, you remember.
Be like, yes, I'm aware of this waterfall. What have you found out about it?
Well, not much, but it seemed like if we needed a potential extra place to put things, I think that'd be who checks behind a waterfall?
I feel like a lot of curious people do, because it seems like a very easy place to hide things, which is also means it's very obviously true. I think I know this waterfall. We were behind there, Khan and I, along with Dirge and Danny and Demirius. It was a hideout for somebody, some fucking guy, I don't remember, not important. But it also has a crack that leads to the Underdark, so it might be a bit dangerous.
Should we make sure that place is secure before we go?
No. Honestly, Underdark creatures might go up in there, but they hate the sun, so they won't venture outside of the waterfall.
Okay. Because again, who looks behind a waterfall? I got it, right? Yeah.
Right. Essentially, if some mischievous kids go behind the waterfall to go explore, they're going to get the scare. I doubt they're going to get killed, but if they do, then we can deal with it then.
Okay.
For now, don't go chasing waterfalls. That's all I have to say.
Oh yeah, sometimes it just doesn't lead to the old times that you used to know. So
I don't care. Take it. Oh yeah, everyone has a hero point for the new week, and Shane, you get another one. I don't give them out often enough. And just for everyone's sake, since this happened long before we started actually recording the episodes, this is Hallett. He was the first boss of this campaign, way back when you guys were level 2. He wasn't even...
Was he the guy in his room? We found the silver rapier.
That's right. That's where you found your first rapier. And his hideout is where Zavid crawled up from that crack in the room with the dogs. And this guy Halid is also the one who got Finnick the Goblin to murder Bort Bargith in session 2. He convinced the Goblin that it would just make the dwarf sick and not kill him. So he's the one who framed the Goblin, who eventually became a paladin.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, who framed Finnick Padley? This guy. Anyway, you can close that. It's not important.
Okay. Interesting.
What a piece of shit. And I thought I was a piece of shit, but that guy's a piece of shit.
That guy's a piece of shit. Yeah.
This is a pretty high bar.
Listen, I'm the kind of piece of shit that's been sitting out in the backyard for a long time, so that you could probably
so you
pick it up with your
smell and
hands,
you're a little
and it's not so
dry.
bad. It doesn't smell anymore. It's like dirt now. It's just like fossilized. Yeah, it's a coprolite. It's not even shit at this point. This guy was like fresh, wet diarrhea. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gross.
So
Sorry
what you're
for
saying
everyone at
is
home
you
that
need
I'm grossing the
moisturizer.
fuck out.
You need moisturizer, by the way. And Reese just takes out a bottle.
I hate
Here
this.
you go.
I hate this. Let's move on.
Oh, good lord.
I want to finish tidying up the kitchen and everything with the other kobolds. I feel like that's the polite thing to do.
Oh my god.
So after cleaning up and everything, the kobolds all kind of gather outside to wish you all a farewell adieu.
Sorry.
Last one. You're good.
That's good.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't have Jimothy on the map for some reason. Woo! Holy shit. There we go. Okay, so you're ready to go. You've got your stuff all packed. You're ready to go. They're all standing outside.
Oh, please stay in touch. Let us know how things go if you can. We'll hold the fort down. The bold ones are on the job.
You know, they're all hip hip hurrahing you as you kind of walk past.
Indeed.
Precious.
And are you going to be getting like a carriage or anything? How are you going to be traveling? By foot?
I use my wheelies.
On your Heelys the whole time.
Yeah.
That is the coolest damn feat.
Didn't we show up here with a cart?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Yes, you did. I guess that's true. You did show up with a cart. Okay. So yes?
I have an idea. Sorry.
Go for it. What do you want to do?
We ride to the coast. Normally.
Okay.
Normal like. Then, once we reach the coast, I can make... Wait, how long? It lasts 8 hours. How long of a journey would it take to get across the inner sea to Assyrian from the coast? Like, if we were moving, I don't know, 80 foot per movement. So, times 3 actions, that's 160 plus 8. 240 feet per 6 seconds. So that times 10 is 2,400 feet a minute.
But I thought we were going to do the griffin thing.
Oh, we have griffins.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's right. Either way, it's the inner sea is like 200 kilometers across. It's not super far. It's not like an ocean. So you probably could cross that in maybe 8 hours.
200 kilometers?
Mhm.
Can we? How many foot per kilometer?
Oh god, a lot. A couple thousand feet.
I need a precise number.
Well, you
How
have the
many
right
feet
nerd to
in
do
I
it.
think it's like
Yeah.
120 miles or something like that, or maybe a little bit more.
3,280 feet in a kilometer.
Wow.
3,280 feet.
So times 200.
Okay, that means
Hooray, math.
Oh.
yeah.
65,600 feet divided by how many? 80?
I think
80 per minute? Action?
I would have to. Yeah, we would not be able to make it. We would get very close on phantom steeds that were flying through the air. but unfortunately, we don't have. It lasts 8 hours. We would need about 10 hours.
Yeah,
So we would
no.
fall into the ocean just
Mhm.
prior to reaching the shore, which would be upsetting.
All right, all right.
We're
Is
beginning
there
our
an island in
descent,
the
and then we
middle of the
fall
way?
off the steep.
Good feather fall.
Yeah, well, yeah. The thing is, the steeds would disappear, except Rot Trot, who would just turn into a regular horse again, and we'd all fall into the ocean.
That would be bad. That would be very bad.
We don't need to fly like airplane speeds. It could just be like 10 feet off the surface. We just need to bring.
That's
it like
right.
a
It is water
true.
walking. That's true. It's just, well, it also ignores natural difficult terrain too. Damn.
Wait, is there anything in between the next spot, the place we need?
Is
to
there
start
an
to get
island?
thing? Yeah,
There is the Isle of Kortos. That is where Absalom is.
it
It's
would
the
take-
capital of the area. It's where the
would take 2
Starstone
days.
is.
I'm not
Stop at
objecting
the
to
island,
anything.
take a
right?
nap.
You could stop. You could make a stop in Absalom.
Yeah.
Let's make a stop at Absalom. Do we want to use the Griffins though? Is that our plan, or do we want to do Phantom Steed
I'm
power?
cool with whatever. This is pretty untraceable.
I mean, true. We did
True.
just, kind of like tell that one city about the end of the world, though, so I wasn't sure if we wanted to just like, I tying up loose
Keep
ends.
spreading the good word.
Yeah.
It's just us 4, right? That means Khan, I think you're gonna have to ride with somebody because I can only make 3 steeds.
Okay.
That's easy enough. Khan is small sized.
All right. Okay, so we just need to get to the shore. That we can do Griffins or carriage or however we want. We could just hook up Rot Trot to it if we want. That works as well.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's the plan then. I got to save my 6 level spell slots for this.
Okay. So okay, let me.
We just gotta travel in style. It's okay.
So you've got a few moments as I prepare something. So you're in your carriage. Are you having it pulled by horses, like regular horses, or Rot Trot? I guess that's the
Do we
last.
have
important.
regular horses? Do we have just like normal
I
ass
think
horses?
You got this carriage this way.
Yeah, we would have had to have horses, and they were
Led
probably
by
regular.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rot Trot. That'll be in the lead, and then we'll have the regular horses behind, just freaked
Perfect.
out that there's an undead horse in front of them.
I love that.
Yes.
And who's driving?
Reese doesn't know anything, so please don't make him.
What skill check is that, or is it a different kind of check?
Nature, I think. That's what I usually had Demirius roll.
Animal handling.
No, that's
There's no-
5e.
Actually,
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, I guess.
I have
nature
plus
would be-
Okay.
16. We can, if anybody hits anything higher, let's go with you.
For
I got a plus
nature?
2. I can do it.
Yeah, and it could be public.
Reese is gonna try.
You could aid.
Yeah, I will aid
So,
with
yeah,
my
you-
6.
Yep,
Or
you
25.
Aid, so con take a +1 on your nature
Nice.
check. And public again, please.
Gotcha. Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's a critical success without any issue at all. Con, you've done this before. You've learned your stuff. You're quite adept at getting this cart. You're heading down the road. A couple of hours pass. You know it's not super far down to the city of Almas, which is on the coast. And it's a well-worn dirt road that you've actually passed many times before because you're from the area. And you grew up in a traveling circus, so the road is well worn, and you somewhat recognize it. You know to follow the river along south.
Mhm.
Eventually, after a couple of hours, you come to a kind of a clearing that is, for lack of a better word, it's a rest stop that you're somewhat familiar with. It's good for pulling over, taking a drink because there's a bit of a river, and it's kind of a small clearing that caravans usually stop in. And that's where I'll load this map up here. Hopefully that won't take too long to load. Is that up there?
Oh, there it is.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
So you come across this clearing, and there are several caravans. It appears to be some type of trade caravan inside this clearing. They seem to have already been set up, but they don't seem to be like an army, or there's no obvious weapons anywhere. So from afar, they don't appear to be hostile.
Oh, I recognize some
No,
people
you don't.
here.
Do we want to say hello? Or is this a
Yeah,
problem?
let's let's pop on over.
Yeah, see some familiar faces.
I can move your cart in.
Ah,
Ah, ah,
horses aren't supposed to move like that.
get back here,
It's not a
beast!
fucking cart.
They just
All
start like thrashing into everybody's stuff.
So-
Losing control.
As you start to pull your carriage in, the first thing you see is two massive, burly human men without shirts who look almost identical to one another. They have brown hair and very large, bulging muscles. They both walk up to you and say, "Halt! Who goes there? Wait a minute. Khan the Bloody? Is that you?" And they both point to you, Khan, but as they're doing it, they're clearly flexing their biceps while they like they're doing this to point at
Yeah.
Oh,
Con, like, almost falls off the cart to, like, scramble over and give them a hug.
you. They pick you up, and it's like picking up tissue paper. You know, they have each one of your feet is in one of their hands, their palms. They pick you up. "Oh, it is so good to see you," and they pull you in, and they're like tiniest hugs, like on the back of you, like they're trying so hard to not crush you between their bulging muscles.
Because it's them, I will spare them my wrath.
"Oh, it is great to see you, Khan. Oh, yes. What is the odds of seeing you along this road? Where have you been? We've been taking care of the caravan while you were gone."
I'm sure that you've been doing a dang up job of it. We've been traveling all over, you know, getting into, you know, crazy adventures.
"No, that sounds about par for the course for you. Who are your friends?"
Zavid is still here.
"Oh, yes, of
but
course.
we-
The jelly man. Hello. You
Yeah.
still have not been
Oh.
pumped up yet?"
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna cast Ant Hall on myself, and
Yes.
I'm gonna lift a
Yes.
rock and with one arm and be like, "Yeah, I hide my muscles a little bit, but I've been working out."
They both, their eyes bulge as big as their muscles, their jaws drop. They look at each other. "You have been pumped up," and they go up to the yeah, and they're like slapping you on the back. "Oh yeah, your muscles are so big, you're so strong, yeah."
Well,
Alf and Ulf, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
very.
Ulf and Ulf. Yes, yes, and they go up to Reese. One of them goes up to Reese, the other one goes up to Frank. Says, "I'm Ulf and I'm Ulf. It is good to meet you."
Nice to meet you. I'm
You're
Frag.
muted, Elliot.
Reese is gonna like literally flex on them because he does not look strong. And
Hmm.
like, want to have an arm wrestling match?
Of course, and they immediately.
Oh, I wanna-
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
almost like they had a table in their back pocket, like a professional wrestler. They pull out a folding table and slap it down in front of you, and put their arm up. So I want you to give me a athletics check publicly, please.
Okay. I realized that I put like the everything full screen and then I nixed out everything else. So athletics check, yes, of course, publicly.
Publicly. No, he slaps your arm down with like it
Ah.
was a noodle. In this particular case, you weren't able to Gurkha this guy.
Oh man.
His bicep is bigger around than your thigh.
Oh, and like as they're like struggling, and Reese is like so close. I'm like, man, you really need to wrestle Gurkha. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Up in Fogden, the champion of Fogden. Yes, we've been up that way.
I've beaten her, but you, oh my god.
We supplied the Fogden people with the hops that they need to make the ale.
Oh my gosh, have you had a cold one then?
Of course, you cannot be Fogden without having a cold one. And as they're saying that, you hear a smaller voice kind of chime in from. I have so many things open. Where
And this
Where
is why
is
I'm
she?
producing and your computer isn't dying.
Yeah. There we go. So there's a smaller voice comes out, and you hear,
Oh, what's going on over here, Ulf?
and you hear this. You see this kind of spunky-looking gnome girl with brown hair, who has a drum at her hip, come out, and she says,
Hey, what's going on over here? Khan, Zavid, what are you two doing here?
and it's Glenda Grapeleaf, who is in charge of all of the animals in the caravan. She like feeds and waters the horses, brushes them, all that anything animal related. Glenda takes care of.
oh, it's
Glinda,
Ron.
Hello?
right?
Glenda.
Glenda, right. Sorry, I think we met once.
Yeah, just in passing.
See, when there's a Glinda around, they usually defy gravity, so good thing you're a Glenda.
I was gonna say, where's your bubble?
She's not very pink, but yeah.
Yeah.
Those spells are just a little too popular for me.
That was Elliot, not Reese.
Yeah.
Aha!
The ugly laughter is always Elliot, never
Wait a minute.
Reese.
If you're both here, then that means, and I look over to see our orcish
Yeah.
sort of patron of this caravan, right?
That is correct. Over sitting at, looking over some books and not really paying much attention to, you do see the somewhat gray-haired Tamley Grent, the older orc woman who was second in command under Bort Bargeth, the original owner of this caravan. But he was tragically poisoned at the end of session 1. That's welcome to the AP. But the control of the caravan went to Tamley after the chaos settled down. And when she finally sees you, she looks up and she says, "Oh, yes. It's good to see you all again. What brings you out this way?"
Oh, adventures. Of course, we can't stop adventuring. We're just a little too in it to win it right now.
That sounds about right for all of you. I mean, where are you headed? North, south? Oh, I guess south. You were coming from that way, huh?
Yeah. It's such a wonderful coincidence to have run into you. Oh, by the way, please, Raph?
Raph.
That's the
Yes.
graph. Yes. Believe it or not, I was working for these folks as a as a caravan guard, and it was in Ethlund Folly that I met Zavid. So it's really thanks to all these wonderful people that I started adventuring.
Yeah, Fred keeps asking if we're like good or bad, and this clearly is the most good we can honestly have been.
I mean, do you all greet each other with tests of strength?
Yes, actually, that's a me thing. I have a thing for trying to arm wrestle people, and yeah. That's me, though. I just like throwing them off because I'm strong, and I just don't look it.
I think I would like to give the metal orc a try too. And Ulf puts his arm up on the table and looks at you, Frag.
Okay. I'll do the same thing. It's like, okay. And I put my arm in it. You can clearly hear the gears on it are turning on and going.
Are you doing overdrive?
I feel like that would be cheating.
Well, would it?
Oops.
It's part of who
Yeah, you know what? I'll probably turn it on. Yeah, I think I'll try it. Let me see.
Nice. Okay.
Is it just you four in this caravan? This is a big caravan for 4 people.
Are
there like other folks around that just aren't on the map?
Yeah, there
like...
are a few
Okay.
random, completely nameless, faceless NPCs that I just didn't bother to put up. Just
Okay, I was
random.
gonna say, like, how are they moving all of these carts?
Yeah,
That's
there's-
incredible.
There's a few more, but these were the important ones. So nameless level 0 NPCs.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you put your arm up and your gears are spinning, sparks are kind of flying, but he's still his veins are bulging out of his arms, but he still manages to slowly put your hand down on the table. I rolled really, really high.
Jesus.
I
I
actually
was slightly
rolled.
ashamed to probably try to pull out a tool and fix my arm.
I'll actually tell you guys, I rolled a nat 19 on both of them.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ulf
wow.
and Wolf both rolled a natural 19.
Damn. Wait, and then
Wow.
Reese looks over and is like, wait, I never arm wrestled you. I forgot that you're a super strong guy. Let's go. And I want to arm wrestle Frag.
Okay. Let's try
Right
that.
after this loss, give him a break.
I
My vote-
just lost too. We
Okay,
both just
alright.
lost. It's fair.
All right,
Should I be
I want
rolling
to watch
athletics
this.
or craftsy for this?
It's okay. I didn't roll too great, so.
Okay.
Well,
So
which one should I
Frag,
throw,
let's-
roll around then?
What's
Athletics or crafting for that? Should I throw athletics or crafting for this?
Oh,
That's
right.
up to you.
I'll say crafting, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, just a bit over.
Still manages to get you, Reese. Your arm is starting to get a little sore.
Man, I really gotta train more. All right, I'm done arm wrestling for today. They're just kind of
I think you should
discouraged.
take a break for now.
Yeah, I think that the previous loss just I wasn't in my best mode. Yeah. So
Everybody give me perception checks in the tower, please.
Ooh.
ooh
We
woo.
could
to
always improve you with
perceive.
machinery.
That scares me. But for
Only a few
support,
pipes and tubes.
I mean, if it's a support, then sure, but not inside of me. Not a fan.
You said roll perception.
Perception, yes, please, in the tower.
Sorry, I
Everybody.
needed to move stuff out of the way to get to the tower.
All good. I think I'm missing Zvid.
Sorry, what do you need me to do?
Perception in the tower, please.
Perception of the tower. My bad.
All good.
Sorry about that. I didn't roll on the.
No, you're good.
I thought
Okay.
it was public.
Zvid, you are the first person to notice that on the back of your cart is now standing a man with a large brimmed hat and a cutlass in his hand. And he stands to you all and says, "What ho! Give up your goods, Richards, and we shall take them back to the poor. Rally ho! Rally ho!
You
frolics
called
and
me a
feathers."
hoe? I jump up on the car. I am no hoe.
But I am, and he jumps on right next to him.
Wait, what? You're a farming implement?
Yes, don't trust
I'm
a
offended because
hoe.
I thought he was calling me a tool. And you're like, he's never
I
heard
am
the
a
idea of like a
slut.
hoe in that way.
Tavik, don't trust a hoe. You never trust a hoe, so don't trust
Never
me.
trust a hoe. All right, initiative you said?
Yes, please.
All right.
Frag, you already rolled yours, so you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Boop. Sorry, I actually Oh.
Oh, hey.
I recently listened to 303 the other day, so I kind of have "Don't Trust Me" stuck in my head. Whoop.
Yeah, looks like Reese. You see this guy up here, up on your cart,
Mhm.
telling all of these trade people to give up their goods. However, he did mention that they were going to give to the poor. So you get to react first.
Yeah, Reese is gonna just like look at him and be like, "Dude, that's what I do. These people are the poor. What the hell?" And then he's going to go over to him and let me go through my actions tab. It's been a while. Gonna do the Wog Crumpin and just punch him.
Okay, so you're going to do a flurry of blows,
Yeah.
unarmored attack.
Yeah.
All right. So roll 2 attacks on him. You can drop him right on him. Do you have?
I don't
You
know.
don't. Okay, so just roll your long sword, but at a -2 because your fist
Yeah.
is not magical.
No. I'll do -2 and lungs. I believe this one.
Oh, hey. Yeah, you managed to punch him once and do another one at a -2.
Yep. He
That was
doesn't want to
definitely a miss.
he doesn't want to completely look like he's trying to be a jerk. The miss was
Mhm.
intentional.
All right. So you take a step up and you punch this dude once in the face. Roll me a d4 plus what is your strength? 2, 3,
Y-
4. Okay,
4.
so roll a d4 plus 4.
4. Wait, not 45. Jesus. 4. D4 plus. Yep, good.
All right, 5 damage to this guy. And you still have 1 action left if you'd like to do something.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do to him is can I just like grapple him?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's an athletics check publicly against his fortitude save, I think. Fortitude DC. Let me just double check. You can go ahead and roll it because I know your end is definitely athletics.
Oh shit. Well,
20. That's I can already tell you that's not going to do it, regardless of which skill it is. So yeah, that actually might even be a critical. That is a critical failure, actually. So you, I think, fall prone or flat-footed or something. Something happens to you on a critical. If you're already break free, if the target can't, your target can either grab you as if it succeeded at using the grapple action against you, or force you to fall and land prone. He's going to force you to fall and land prone. So you reach to grab him. He sidesteps out of your way, and his leather duster kind of your hand slips, and it makes you fall prone. So
Reese just flips a bird.
prone. All right. That's the end of your turn. He gets to go now. Lovely. So he's gonna say, "Rally ho! Frogs and feathers! Everyone to me!" Ooh, to intimidate you. What is your will DC, Reese? Your will bonus plus 10.
My will bonus plus 10. Where 29.
29. That is a critical success. Awesome. So you are frightened 2, Reese. Great. Let me change that to a 2. Fun. 1 action. Second action. So he's going to attack you with his cutlass as you are on. Oh, no, that was just 1 action. He's not going to do that. He is going to cast Spiritual Weapon against you, Reese. Spiritual Weapon. So it's an attack against you. And he's going to miss. Okay, that's the end of his attack. But what he does is you see behind you appear a large cutlass that's it's kind of purple glowing energy. It's like a spiritual sword floating behind you. That's the end of his turn. Then out from the shadows, you may not see it, but there is a sneaky sneakerson way out there who is going to take advantage of this situation. But Reese, you are flat-footed, so this shot is coming out as a Zavid, unfortunately. What do I have? Sorry, I should have had this prepared. There we go. So Zavid, out from the forest, a green, caustic-looking arrow shoots and hits you in the back, and it starts sizzling as you are hit by an acid arrow. And then movement to here. That's the end of that. Khan, it's your turn now. Reese just got the crap got knocked over, and Zavid just got hit with an arrow out of the forest.
I'm gonna try to kick this guy off the cart.
Nice.
I'll...
Sweet. He's prone, so that would be an athletics check, I guess, to shove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So movement to get over there. I don't know why I'm targeting Zavid.
No, I'm your friend. Stop.
I know I have a punchable face, but come on.
I'm sorry. I ate your snacks from the fridge yesterday.
Oh no, that is also a crit, actually. So on a shove, what happens? Let's find out. I'm not used to you guys doing
bad
maneuvers, or bad. Yeah, shove. What happens on a crit fail? You lose your balance and fall and land prone. So you too, he steps out of your way, and you, Con, fall over onto the cart. But you're right at his legs. They're right in stabbing range.
Yeah, I'm going for the ankles.
Go for it.
I'm not trying to kill him. I just want to, hurt his legs a little bit for making me trip.
Get that Achilles.
Hey, it's a hit. There you go. So go ahead and roll some damage on that.
Bully boy.
All right, you were able to slice across the bottom of his calf, and he goes, you rapscallion, you dirty rat! I have your head.
Did you hear that?
Hold on, 1 sec. I have to do my, what are they called? The extra thing.
Oh, yes, your
Debilitations.
Debilitation, that's it, yes.
Yes. He's flat-footed until the end of my next turn.
Wonderful. Okay, let me give him that.
So he's, trying to regain his balance after his ankle was stabbed.
You hamstrung him.
Yes.
Great.
I love that. That was good timing.
That was awesome. So you moved, you shoved, and you attacked. That's the end of you. So Frag, you are now up. Combat has to be.
Oh wait,
Oh,
wait. Sorry, I didn't do a debilitation because he wasn't flat-footed in the first place, so it doesn't count.
Oh,
Okay, bye.
okay.
That's my bad.
No problem. Thank you. I will take flat-footed off. There we go. Frag, you're up.
Okay, so 2 questions. First, is my overdrive still on? I know it only lasts a minute.
Sure, we can say it's still on.
Okay. One other question. This is the person on the card. It's the only person, at least I'm aware of. I know there was a person that shot as lead, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see that person, right?
You probably did not see that, yes. If you want to seek, you can throw me a perception check in the tower to actively look around. But it costs an action.
I'm gonna go for the easiest
Nice,
target
okay.
here. I'm gonna go for So I'm gonna remember how to use it. 25. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use my Clockwork Celerity to just move up.
Yep, that's a free action.
Should be able. Do I have enough to get up here?
Oh yeah, you have like 40 feet of movement.
Yeah. All right.
That would definitely make him flat-footed, so let me give him that.
Awesome.
Yeah, good to go.
Gonna go for. Where is it? Oh, Gigaton Strike. That's what I want.
Yeah, it's such a good ability. It's amazing.
This is exactly what I need. And let's go there. Did I put it to the right person or no?
He's just the guy just to your left. Yeah, just need to drop it right on him.
I thought I did. That's why.
Must not have hit, or it must not have shown up. So try dropping that 22 on his head again. There it goes. That's definitely a hit. Okay.
Yay!
So roll your damage on the Gigaton. $39. That is a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. And he needs to make a fortitude save against your push.
Yep.
Ooh, he fails for sure. So he gets pushed, what, 5 feet? 10 feet?
I'll have to check again.
Failure 10 feet. Nice. So yes, you Frag push him 5, 10 feet, and he trips and falls back off of the cart. And I'm going to say that makes him land prone.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. So he's
now. Don't have anything.
Prone.
I'm trying to see if I have anything. I don't have anything ranged. I don't think I have enough for 2 actions. I tried to think like action economy wise.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm out. He's out of range at this point for me.
Yeah, so, he's definitely out of range for you. But you have 1 action left. You could just move over to him. Use a movement action.
Yeah, I'll just get closer.
Cool. I like to imagine you just jump over the wagon.
I'll just
Great.
be this way.
Cool. So he's now on the ground in between you and Khan. Up next is over in the corner here. You see, or you start to hear a lute playing, and you hear a voice yell out, "Cutlass Crow, don't fall! Get your ass back up now!" As you turn your heads and you see a human woman wearing a pink skirt with high leather boots standing on the cart to the east. And she casts haste on our friend the crow over here. And then she's going to run over to here to kind of hide. That's the end of her turn. That puts it to Zavid finally.
Yeah, after just standing around while all this stuff is happening, I'm going to jump spell over this way.
Nice.
Do I see the guy?
By this point, give me a perception check, but I won't make you burn an action for it in the tower.
Okay. All right. On the tower. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got the combat tracker in the way.
Oh, yes, you absolutely spot this little shit who thought he was being clever and sneaky by shooting and running. Nah, you see him.
Paralyze.
Cool.
Will save, please.
No problemo. Corvus. Will save?
Yeah. 31 DC.
Fail, regular, 29.
Okay, regular fail is going to be paralyzed for one whole round. So essentially until I think the start of my next turn.
Heck yeah.
And I the way that it happens is I hit them with the paralyze. I think I take a little acid damage as the arrow is still in my back sizzling. And I'm like, did you think that was going to be enough? That's it.
Even though they're paralyzed, you see their eyes widen. That's the only movement their muscles can manage. That's great. That's the end of your turn, correct?
That's it. Yeah, that's all my
Nice.
actions.
Oh yeah, so you took a little bit of extra acid damage, and you failed the effect, so it is still in your shoulder. Reese,
I'm
top of
alright
the
with it.
you're up.
All right, so I'm knocked down, right?
Yes, and you're frightened too, so you would have to spend an action to get up,
I'm gonna
or
spend an
crawl,
action.
technically.
I'll spend an action to crawl.
Cool. All right, you're no longer prone.
Cool. So while crawling and getting off, I'm gonna try to basically like sneak behind him, and I'm gonna be using. I think I'm gonna use sneak attack actually because he doesn't see that happening.
Yeah. He's flat-footed as well, so any attack should automatically throw sneak attack on there. So are you flurrying since you already have that up?
Yeah.
Okay, so one action to get up, and then one action to do 2 attacks.
Yep.
So roll those.
All right, so those are, we're gonna
They're
do
both
the same
at
thing.
your maximum.
Okay.
Yep. But then if you do an attack on your third action, it will be at your bottom one because each one of these counts against your thing. It just doesn't count until you make the attack.
Okay.
32, does that hit? He's
Flat-footed.
that does hit because he is flat-footed. Yes.
Good. So do I do damage on that one?
Yep. Go ahead and do a damage on that.
What is that? D4?
+4. Because you're just punching.
Yes.
Yes. I like that Frag comes in with his great axe, Khan's stabbing with her gladius, and you're just punching this dude.
Yeah,
just
pretty
for
much.
disrespecting you. 5 damage. All right. And you get another one.
Yeah, and
at your maximum.
I'm gonna do another one.
Okay.
And this one is the one that's -2. He's just like thinking, I know what this guy is thinking. He shouldn't be dead. He's just stupid.
That one's definitely a miss, a critical miss technically, but that has no ill effect when you're just punching.
Yeah.
And you have one action left.
And with that action, I think what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna try to grapple him again.
He's all right. Just roll in athletics.
Yeah, let's see. Like, you think you could stop me?
Just so you're aware, that still is a strike, so it would be actually be your biggest penalty. It would be at a -10.
Okay. I have a +18 for athletics, so let's go.
All right.
I'm already on the ground.
Fair.
All right.
Okay, so athletics.
Athletics -10. Ah!
No, this guy is squirrely. He's he's moving around with his cutlass. You can't really get a good purchase to grab. That coat is really slick. You think maybe he put something like butter on it or something. That brings it to him. So he's going to take an action to stand up. That's going to be his haste action. So he's no longer prone. He is flat-footed though still. No, he's not going to use that yet. He's gonna... Yeah, he's going to cast Bless on himself. So, Bless. And then he's going to take a swing with his cutlass over at Frag, because you're the one who did the most damage to laying it. Ooh, critically miss. So that is... Yep. And so he takes a swing at you with his cutlass frag, and it just goes conk right on a piece of metal of you. It's just absolutely nothing. Uh, and so that's the end of his turn. Yep. So Corvus, Caesar Corvus over here is fully paralyzed, right? Can't do anything. Zavid,
Me.
paralyzed? This person's the one in the woods.
That means they can't do shit, really. I mean, I don't
shit.
remember the condition.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you literally can't move, you can't take actions.
Yep. Okay, so that's the end of their turn. Con, you're up.
I'm gonna take an action to stand up. I'm gonna scramble on over to where I heard the voice, like encourage Cutlass Crow. That's such a good name.
Thank
Encourage him to get
you.
up.
I
love all
appreciate
of them.
that.
I love all of them immediately.
I made these 3 characters so late at night the other night, you guys. I barely even remember making them.
Well, they are really great.
I appreciate that. I was just like, bandits who are kind of like Robin Hood. Wait, Robin? That's like a bird. I should make them bird themed. So I did.
Oh.
And I also gave all of them C. So, and for some reason, I was like, I want to make them all C's. So I Googled like birds that start with C. this is the shit. This is how I make. This is my creative process.
I love
Yeah.
Cutlass Crow's fucking, like, when you had him up on the cart, even though the image has a rock, just replace it with a cart. It's the same pose.
Yeah,
like,
it's the same pose.
scallywags. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
love it.
him. Anyways,
thank you. I really appreciate that.
I think we love him so much that's why we're trying not to kill him.
Yeah.
You're all welcome to say I'm attempting to do non-lethal damage at any time.
A stab to the ankles wouldn't kill him.
You're-
Anyways, I
that's true.
stand up,
Yep.
and I'm going to dart over to. Con doesn't know exactly where the voice came from, so
Mhm.
she's probably just like, gonna like go over here and like look around. So I guess I could use
Yeah,
I
perception
could
check
do a
in the
perception
tower.
check. Yeah.
Yeah, in
and
the
that
tower.
could be my third action.
Yep, because she's actively hiding. Like that was the action she took. But yeah, perception check. That can be. So you stood up, moved, and perception. Yeah, that'll be your turn.
Yeah. In the tower or public?
Tower, please. You do see her. You see that you as an experienced sneaker understand that you probably shouldn't wear neon pink if you're trying to be sneaky. So you catch a flash of her dress out of the corner of your eye, but you think you're out of her line of sight at the moment.
Okay. Well,
Cool.
I can't do anything more.
Yep,
So
that's you. Frag is up next.
All right. Since I kind of, I'll take a quick moment. Like, are we trying to kill this guy?
No.
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 I sit there and ponder my choices for a quick second.
We're not the bad
That's
guys.
a free action. Puzzling is a free action.
I love the quotes, like, are we the bad guys? And then, like,
Are we
but they're
trying
like
to
Robin
kill
Hood.
them?
You should be wanting to kill them, right?
Well, everyone's like looking like we're not trying to outright murder them. It's like so. So I have a question. How much can I like? I have an axe. The guy is on the ground. No, the guy stood up, right?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Oh wait, I can just grapple them, can't I?
Absolutely.
That's what I've been trying
I
to
just
do.
want-
Yeah, if
Poorly.
you want to grapple,
I
throw
forgot I
in,
had Titan Wrestler too, so like I just remembered that. I was like, oh yeah,
That's
I
true.
can actually.
and you have overdrive as well. Does that even help with athletics? I need to look at that. Overdrive does what? Overdrive. Temporarily increase your gizmos, crafting check. Your strikes deal additional damage equal to your intelligence modifier. Ah, that's what that does. Okay, so that actually wouldn't help in this specific case of grappling him, but you have an extremely high athletics mod, so
Yeah, I'll try to grapple him.
sure. Go ahead and roll athletics publicly.
Okay, because if that doesn't work, I have a different idea.
You do so. The DC was 34. Reese, you kept missing it by like 1 or 2.
Rude.
But yeah, Frag, you managed to reach out and you grab this guy by the scruff right here. You see, Reese, you were grabbing at his coat, and like I said,
Oh.
it's like he might have buttered it. But Frag, you grab right at the scruff of his puffy pirate shirt. So you have him.
Okay.
I need to give him grabbed. He is grabbed.
Can I coerce him?
Yes, that is an intimidation check. Give that
Because
publicly.
I have intimidation things too. That's
you're-
how I was thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh wait, you have. Hold up. I think you can possibly use it as your intimidating prowess. Yes, you can use your athletics check instead of your intimidation. So roll another athletics publicly, and this will be your intimidation check.
Okay.
You're basically just intimidating him by flexing your muscles.
Basically, if I grab by his cuff, I'm just lift him off slowly off the ground and going, "You done?"
Nice. Yeah, do another athletics. We'll see if it frightens him or not. That is not going to be enough to frighten him. He lifts you. He does go up off the ground and he says, "Ha ha! I have the high ground now."
Did I use up all my actions or no?
Grab, lift. No, you have one more.
I have intimidating glare, don't I?
That only helps if they do not speak the same language as you. So that would help you like intimidate animals and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Which is extremely helpful.
Just not in this case, apparently.
Yeah, just not in this specific instance. It doesn't help.
I didn't think what else I can do with this person. Can I pull? Since they're grapple, can I take things off of them?
Yes. Thievery, I think, is how that works. Are you trying to? Oh, are you trying to take his sword or something?
Yeah, I just want to take their weapon.
Ah, yeah. That's
This
a
guy's just
disarm
being a
check.
nuisance attacking. I was just looking at like, okay, take your
Dis-
stuff, do whatever I can.
I think that's another athletics check. So while I'm looking it up, go ahead and roll another athletics in the
Alright.
publicly. Attempt an athletics check against their reflex DC. So that's a 32 versus his reflex DC of what? Sorry, I should have had that up.
That's fine.
That is a success by 3. So let me see. Success, you weaken your target's grasp on the item until the start of that creature's turn. Attempts to disarm the target of that item gain a +2 circumstance bonus, and the target takes a -2 circumstance penalty to attacks with the item or wow, cool. Okay, so he has a -2 to attacks, and like let's say if Reese wanted to attempt to disarm him, you would have a +2 to your athletics check to try that.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So you gave him a -2 on his next round of attacks. So if nothing else, there's that. Let me give him that. ATK -2 for 1 round. Sweet. All right, that should be the end of your turn, I think, right? Grab,
Yeah.
intimidate, disarm. Cool. So that makes
Yep.
Cardinal Charlotte of the Frolicsome Feathers' turn. She again is hiding and hoping that this is kind of her MO, is hoping her party will deal with everything for her. So she's going to cast Mirror Image on herself as she starts frantically playing on her lute. Con, you can hear it, but suddenly you hear three different lutes all playing at once, and you see her split into 3 versions of herself. You've seen this before. You're aware of what this is, but it's still not easy to deal with. And then she's going to use her third action to hide again. That puts it to Zavid, because she doesn't know you're there.
Oh, Zavid. Well, this guy's no longer paralyzed. So
Yes, I will take that off.
now the question becomes, how do I cow this person into submission without hurting them?
Too badly.
Yeah, too badly. Does it look like they could take a harm?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I use an action to move up to them
I imagine you slowly sauntering.
as they're like starting to break out of their paralyze, and I'm going to need a fortitude save as I use a 1 action harm on them.
Wonderful. Fortitude, what DC?
It's the same, 31.
24, that is a failure.
Okay. Hold on one sec. I was gonna add to this. I believe my wisdom is maxed at this point.
Max
Yes.
isn't 20 in Pathfinder, it's 21. Or 22 technically. You can only hit it at level 20.
Got it. I didn't realize that. So I'll have to keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. So it can go above 20 for all of you to know. It just once you hit 18, it ticks up one at a time.
43 negative damage as
Dang,
I
okay.
touch this person's chest and suck out the vitality.
And you hear them going, as you do so.
How do they seem? Right. By the way, I have an action left. I'm not done.
Oh, so I didn't know that. Wait, you moved and then cast
One
you
action
cast a
move, one action
single- my
harm.
bad.
How do they look?
Scared but not mechanically frightened because you haven't done anything to mechanically frighten them.
All right, with this action, I would like to mechanically frighten them.
Cool.
And I'm going to, I guess I'll have to make an intimidation check, but I'm going to tell them.
I'll give you a +1 on it.
Yeah, I'll say,
You cannot run from me. Just like you cannot run from your past. Submit or lose your life, your choice.
and I want, like, as I do that, I want to be preparing, like, not really, but like I'm getting another harm ready, so like the darkness
Sure.
around me starts to grow a little bit.
Take a +2 then, because you're that's neat. I
I'll
like the
take that.
situation, and I kind of like these characters.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Oh, go for it. You have a free one and a regular one today.
Yeah, I mean, you gave me a +2, and my intimidation is pretty good. I'm not taking a natural
If you have
7.
one extra action, you could guidance yourself.
I don't, unfortunately. That's the same one. No. Excuse you,
I hate
Fantasy
when that
Grounds.
happens. I hate when Fantasy Grounds gives you the same number when you burn a hero point.
All right, I'll take that.
Let's see. That is 1 above passing. Yes. This
Okay.
DC was 32.
Fair.
Each of these.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. So that is a frightened 1. So let me give them that frightened 1. There we go. Just a DM tip for stuff for little groups of enemies like this. What I like to do is give each of them a different number for their saving throws, but like the same number set for each of them, but have each one have a different max and a different minimum saving throw. Like one of them is good at fortitude saves and bad at will saves. One of them's good at will saves and bad at reflex saves. You know,
Makes
it's kind of
sense.
fun. Mixes it up a little. So like if you'd cast that on the girl, it would have actually failed even with that 33. But since you cast it on this one, the DC was a little lower. Just a fun little way to make things a little different. So top of the round, that brings to Reese. Frag has this guy up in the air.
Okay, so as Freg has him up in the air, I think what Reese is gonna do is hunt prey for the action, so he can, keep him on that. Also do 100's precision with alongside that, and then I think that he's gonna surprise attack and just go for another punch.
Go for it. There you go. I put your buffs on you.
Okay. Do I have to activate the thing again for the Krumpen, or is it good?
Nope, that's just on now.
Okay, so I just go at the -2?
Yeah.
Okay.
-2? Why is... Oh, yeah, because you're punching. Yes.
Yeah. -2. Whoop, not +2. That is cheating. Jesus Christ, Chris.
That's a critical miss.
That's alright.
You do have your free hero point if you want it.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Or, yeah, your second hit.
I have my
from your
second
thing.
hit.
Cool. Yeah, I forgot that you were flurrying. So one of them hit,
Yeah.
so go ahead and roll damage on that guy.
Yep. And this one is +5? Yeah.
Yes, and then it should throw an extra D8. I don't know why it keeps not doing that. Throw an extra D8 in the chat, because that's what your precision does. It's an extra D8 precision damage.
What the frick? I rolled an 8, just letting you know, but
Oh, okay.
it didn't
So
count it.
12, so I'll give him an extra 3, so that's an extra 12, so boot. Cool. You have 2 extra actions still.
I got 2 extra actions. I'm just gonna keep punching him.
Cool.
Reese
So
doesn't want lethal damage. He just wants him to get beat up.
Sure. So that's your lowest ones here.
Yep.
penalties.
So would it be the 17 or the 12?
The 12.
12?
Because the flurry takes up 2 of them.
2 of them?
It just doesn't
Right.
count until after you've hit. That's a miss.
Ooh. Okay, so still have the second action. Let's just do for funsies. Maybe I'll crit, but damn. Okay. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
No.
End of your turn. This guy's up in the air. He's not frightened,
I tried.
but he's probably pretty close to that. So let's see what he's got here. Oh, I keep forgetting he has that. Shit. Yeah, okay, he's gonna try one last thing, and he's gonna say, "Have you no sense of charity, sir?" And he's going to cast Crisis of Faith on Frag. So Frag, I need you to make a will save, please, with the DC of 32.
Here. So,
31, that's a
I'm gonna
regular
spend a
failure.
hero point because I
Okay.
don't want to deal with it.
Cool.
There we go.
Hero point.
What the hell?
Wow, twice in one
Rude.
session. Rude. That is rude, Fantasy Grounds. Okay, so you take full damage, and if the target can cast divine spells, which you cannot, it's stupefied for a round. So you just take full damage.
Okay.
So target you and untarget yourself.
Stupefied.
Oh, stupefied. Where did it go? Ah, there it is. Searing Light. Fire damage. And if the target is a fiend or undead, you deal extra good damage. So you are not a fiend nor undead, so it does no extra damage. So you take 19 fire damage as he asks you, "Do you have no charitable spirits, sir?" And that's he.
No.
Oh wait, no, he gets one extra action.
No.
He's also going to attempt
Not
to
when you
cutlass.
burned me.
Yeah, right. He's going to attempt to cutlass you.
He has -2, so.
Oh wow, that was still a hit. Holy crap! Wait, there's no way does a 29 actually hit you?
It's a 29, my AC.
Oh, that your AC is okay. Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say that seems low. So damage 29. So he slashes at you. He finally doesn't hit the metal chunks. He comes up with a better strategy of don't attack the metal. This guy though, Caesar Corvus is standing right in front of Zavid. I'm gonna give him a will save. See how dumb this guy is.
Yes, is the answer.
Yeah, he's gonna drop his short sword and go like this and put his hands up. I submit. I surrender.
Smart move.
That's gonna be the end of this one. I'm gonna actually make him neutral. Khan, you're up. There are 3 of this halfling now. But she doesn't seem to know you're there.
Yeah, but I also can't see her because she hid.
You would have to make a perception check, yes.
Yeah. So first action, I'll make a perception check.
Cool. Throw that in the tower. You have no idea which of those 3 is her. Not a clue. You would be stabbing randomly if you attack her.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to attack her. I think I just kind of want to like jump in front of the vague area the 3 of hers are in. Go like, ha!
All right. And she seems very startled that you even found her. Oh, who are you, you ruffian? Pick on someone your own. Wait. So that was just one action. So you can kind of like.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Was it not all of you who started all this?
We take from the rich and give to the poor. We are the fearsome feathers. Have at you.
Can I use my third action to just like go into my wallet and take out money for her?
That would be hilarious. Yes, you can totally do that. Give me like a diplomacy check publicly. That's funny.
Yeah.
I also like the idea of doing it in a very like condescending way. Like, here, go buy yourself something nice.
Right. There you go, sweetie. Have $10.
That's really funny. How much do you pull out?
Just like a fistful of coin.
Like
It's probably
gold?
not that much. Yeah, why not? Or
'Cause for you guys, you guys are fucking loaded.
I
Mhm.
know. So,
She doesn't know that.
she wants gold, she can have it. Fine.
Fine, have gold. We have
Just
tons
tell
of
her
platinum.
boss to stop. Just tell her boss to stop being cringe, please. I don't mean that. I love him from the bottom of my
That's
heart.
Same.
I will let you know what she does on her turn.
Yeah.
I think you have one more action left. You walked out and then you pulled
Well,
out your coin purse.
It was an action to like perception.
Oh,
check.
that's right. You
It was
did
an
a
action to
perception.
walk.
That's
It was
right.
a third action to take out the coins.
That's
so I'm
right.
done.
All right, Frag, you're up. This guy's
All right.
he just lit you up.
Oh, first of all, I want to try to. Can I further disarm him and actually like throw the sword away?
Yes, you can attempt that. Give yourself a +2 and then roll another athletics check publicly.
Okay. There we go.
That is enough. You knock his cutlass out of his hand. It was only a 20 or a 28 DC on that. So yes, you manage on this turn to you knock his swords clean out of his hand as you're holding him up in the air. So that's one action. You
Okay.
still have 2, and a free
I'll look
movement
at
if
him
you
and
want
says
it.
like, "Quit this now!" I'm gonna try to intimidate him again.
Sweet. Take a +1 for your intimidation and roll athletics again because you have intimidating prowess. Ooh, that was almost a nat 1. Let's see, a 30 on that guy. That is enough to make him frightened 1. Yes. Frightened. Cool. You have one one action plus a free movement if you want it.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. There's this. There's a like a campfire down by like.
Yeah, there's a couple campfires around you. Anywhere where there's like a ring of stones, you see there's one just to the right and down of you. The 3 stones there. That's a
Is it
campfire.
on?
We'll say they can be. Yeah,
I can move and bring this guy with me, right?
absolutely.
All right. I'm just gonna do that. Exactly that. Oh.
Awesome.
I was gonna bring myself to the fire and just
And-
dangle him over and be
Dangle
like,
him over it. That's awesome.
yeah, just so he feels the flames. It's like, I didn't like. You want to know what it felt like to be burned?
Good lord.
I'm just
That's
gonna
awesome.
hold here.
Great. So
Let's
that makes
see
it
how he reacts if he stops attacking.
wonderful. So that brings it to Cardinal Charlotte. Seeing all this gold in front of her, she's going to use one action to pick up a coin. And again, you see all 3 of them do it, but like
Yeah.
you can't tell who it is. And they're going to spend a second action biting the coin, like they do in old cartoons. Third action, she'll put her hands up. And she'll say, "You win. I accept." All right, I accept. And she becomes neutral. Zavid, you're up. Your person has submitted, but your choice of what you want to do. You could gut him like a fish right now.
Well, I could, but I am trying to prove something to Frank here that we're not the baddies. So I'm going to, I'm gonna say,
We need to influence your boss to relax. Walk this way.
and I want, I guess since I have to wait for their turn to do this, I would like to escort them. Actually, I have an ant haul. Can I just
You have
sort of
ant
like force move them a bit here? And like, I want to move them. Let's see.
Give me athletics with a +10 because of Ant Hall.
Sure. Oh,
Probably.
damn. +10.
Yeah, why not? This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is a situation where it's hard to fail. There you go. Yeah, you're able to move them with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move him right in front, and I'm gonna pull out a dagger because the magic isn't quite. First of all, I don't want to accidentally touch him and then accidentally actually hurt him. So I put out the dagger and I put it up to his neck as I escort him, and I say, "Hey, Birdman,
You're outnumbered and you're outgunned. Put your sword down or your friend meets his end.
When you say Birdman, like all three of them turn towards you.
Birdman.
Birdman.
Yeah.
Someone says,
See.
"I'll take the case."
You still have a sizzling arrow in your back.
That's
Zavid.
all right. I don't look. Zavid, it's like getting a tattoo. Zavid is like not even really phased at this point. And then yeah, he's still going. I want to intimidate him in the sense of I want him to believe that his friend's life is in jeopardy.
Okay. Intimidation +2.
Okay.
Public.
Please. All right.
That's 1 over. Yeah, you needed a 32. So you and who are you? Frightening? Cutlass Crow?
Yes. I
Nice.
want him to believe that they've bitten off more than they can chew because one, they have, and two, I don't want to kill them, but I have the absolute power to end this guy's life, and I need him to understand that.
Got it. Okay. So that, I think, is the end of your turn, yeah?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Cool. So up to Reese at the top of the round.
So
You're still up on the card, I think. Or are you on the ground?
I'm on the ground, but yeah, I was on the ground because I crawled to the ground the last time, but I was just doing the punchies. So is it an action to stand up? Because, right?
Yeah, one to stand up.
All right, so Reese is gonna stand up, and then just like walk over to the guy. Is he grappled still?
Oh yeah, Frag's holding him up over this fire
Good.
by the scruff of his shirt.
Good.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. So what Reese is actually gonna do is actually use the magical dagger thing, and just like he's not, again, it's not a lethal attack, but he's just gonna like cut each sides of his face with his two remaining actions.
Nice. I won't make you roll for that because it's just like a thematic cut,
Yeah.
a damage cut.
You're doing the Inigo Montoya,
Yes.
like
Inigo
2
Montoya.
slashes?
Yes.
Prepare to die.
They gave me this, and then they gave me this.
Yeah.
You want to know how I got these scars? My
Ah,
father was a drinker and a fiend. So stand up,
Gross.
move, cuts. Cool. End of your turn. So that brings it to good old Cutlass Crow. What's this guy gonna do? How stupid is he? Okay. He goes, he having dropped his sword, having you behind him, being held over the fire, seeing that Corvus or Caesar Corvus over there has a knife to his throat. This guy, knowing when he is routed, is going to yell out, "Frolicsome feathers! It is time to roost!" And he holds his hands straight up.
Yeah.
And becomes neutral.
good.
And you are out of initiative. You have defeated the encounter. Well done. Fabulous. I think this is a great time to take a short break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Intermission?
Yeah,
Sounds
hold
good
on.
to me.
Give me 1 sec. I have to go to
Sure.
the right screen.
You got it. I know OBS is always a pain, and I sprung it on you.
Yeah,
I think this is as good a place as any to jump into.
Let's go into that
Yep.
intermission
So we hope
screen.
everyone will join us about 10-ish minutes. We'll be right back and see what happens with the Frolicsome Feathers. See you in a second. All right, we are back, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for sticking it out with us. Where we last left off, our heroes Lux at Umbra was having a nice chat with the caravan of Tamley Grint, whom they knew from a very, very long time ago, session 1, essentially. And they were attacked by the Frolicsome Feathers, a band of misfits and thieves from the forest who steal from the wealthy and give to the downtrodden. So because we don't want to infringe on any copyrights. Oh, wait, that's probably public realm, public domain by now.
Public domain, yeah.
Yeah, that's public domain. Okay, cool. Whatever. So,
Either way.
we come back in. Zavid has a knife to the throat of one. Khan has just bribed the other, and Frag is holding the leader above a campfire. They have all essentially submitted at this point to you, and we are out of combat. So, Cutlass Crow, the leader of the Frolicsome Feathers, has his hands up and he says, "Frolicsome Feathers, it is time to roost!" And all of them have raised their hands at this point to give up.
I'll release the knife, and I'll give him a little push to go join his buddy.
He kind of stumbles over and sits on this rock.
Now then,
I'm gonna take the acid air out and stop the acidity from hurting me.
Yep. I'll let that. I'll take that off now.
And I kind of look at that, and I'm like,
this stung, you know.
and I'll give him back his arrow.
And he'll take it, and he looks at it and he says, "I'm sorry. I didn't know how to do that for long. It's new. I just figured out how to do that recently."
So, first of all, who in the right mind decided that it was a smart decision to attack a caravan that had more warriors than your band had? You did not outnumber us, and you thought you could take us. Why did you think that?
Generally, the caravans we take upon do not want any fuss, so they quickly give up any of their goods just to make us go away. We did not realize there were such mighty warriors among your band. What do you call yourself, mighty warrior? I am.
Nothing. We call ourselves nothing. Listen, we don't hate you for what you've done. However, you're so bad at it that I hate your sloppiness. Is what I hate.
And I look to Reese, and I'm like, Reese and Khan, I'm like, can you guys back me up on this? Like, that was such a sloppy maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically because of the roguish elements in our party. I feel like you guys would have something to say. I think
you're muted.
Yeah,
Reese.
I think you're muted. Sorry.
Thank you. And Reese just goes, "Yeah, that was really sloppy. Like, we went on easy on you because we get it. We were there once. Me and that one," is pointing over to Eldritch, or over to Khan. "Yeah, we this is nothing. This is actually kind of like child's play. And that's not to insult you. You guys did really good otherwise, but like, if you're gonna go and attack people, you also gotta figure if they're actually rich. You need to like, you gotta read a book or look at some rich people, because these people," and then he points over to like the two muscle heads and everyone, "they're broke as a joke. So you're just stealing from people that you're trying to help."
Well, we mostly just, tip over trade caravans. We figure that the merchants on either ends are the ones who eat most of the cost.
Who's the poor that you're giving to anyway? I've been wondering about that.
Our band of frolicsome feathers within the woods. People join our number because they are being taxed mightily by the king. They rush away and join our band, and we supply food and shelter.
Which king? Who's taxing you?
Yeah, which king?
Cheliax. The king of Cheliax.
You're not in Cheliax.
We have run from him. We fight on the forests upon the frontiers.
Okay, but he's not here, so you're just attacking people who have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. That's kind of dick move, dude.
No, if you were really stealing from the rich, giving to the poor, you'd steal from the Cheliaxian kings, or whoever the fuck rules that place, and then you'd give to other people who have to pay the taxes, not to yourselves. I'm not, listen, and let me be clear, I'm not saying that stealing, like I am above it, but I'm just saying, at least be consistent. If you're really giving to the poor, like, give to the poor. Don't just give it to yourself and call yourself poor. That's kind of cheesy.
Perhaps he's right, Cutlass. Yeah, we really haven't been giving too much outwards recently. Maybe we should move west. You know, we've been relatively safe out here. Perhaps we should take the fight to the king. You know what? I want you guys to give me diplomacy, or Reese, you can do society because you have that there
Thank you.
in the towers. Anyone who's trying with this.
Can I give aid?
Yeah,
then?
I'll aid.
Sure.
Do I have
So
to do
public
society to aid or diplomacy
No,
to
that
aid?
can be diplomacy.
Okay.
That's close to 19.
All right.
So sorry.
Oh fuck yes!
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you said
I'm
in
not
the
trained
tower.
in diplomacy.
Nice.
Did you
That's
say?
okay.
Okay.
I did not. I said publicly, but it's okay. You got
okay.
with Zavid's help, you got a 27.
Excellent.
Seriously. Yeah, so Cutlass Crow looks to you all and he says, "By Jove, I think all of you are right. Far too long have we been sitting on our laurels and stepping on our heels, attacking these poor trade caravans like you, my dear." And he points over to Tam and he says, "Our apologies. And we should move west, take the fight to that dread king. What say you, feathers?" And all of them stand up and go, "Huzzah!"
Don't go anywhere yet, because I'm not letting you leave here until you get better at what you do.
Caesar sits immediately.
Now, if you are running a sort of raiding racket, but you've only got 3 people, you need to give the illusion that you're more powerful than you are. That's where snare crafting comes in. And I'm going to show them some basic snares. I'm not going to role play it out, just some of the basic ones. Like if you set this up around like an encampment like this, then anyone that runs could set off these snares and it could sound like they're being attacked by your allies in the woods. So you could say you have more people than you actually have. Additionally, I would look to like the others in the party to give some tips and pointers on how they could be better.
Yeah.
I think me and
go ahead.
I think me and Khan will give the rogues better tips. It's like,
Yeah.
look, I'm a ranger, but like Khan over here is the real rogue. Like, I'm good. I'm good at sneaking and climbing. My strengths, he does this, are right here. Which I could suggest for you to do is a little bit more training. Like, I know it hurts. It's good though. And Khan, what can you suggest about the sneaking?
Well, I can teach you how to be unseen, and I can teach you how to throw knives better. Better.
I would
for the
appreciate
head, not
that.
for the back, and I'll laugh at Sabine.
As a sign of good faith here,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Soothe on their leader.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Because obviously he had like an idea and he's kind of strayed away from the original intention.
Yeah.
So I don't want him to feel humiliated or embarrassed here. I want to bring him back up 49 and it gives him like a bolster on his mental stuff. I want him to feel like this is a second wind, like an opportunity to like refocus on what's really important for them.
Thank you, sir. Did you recently acquire your magic as well? We 3 have just suddenly come upon ours.
I've got some pamphlets for you. Just immediately give him the pamphlets, and this is going to explain everything. And here, take some for the road for your buddies, because it's sort of a global thing that's happening. And after it's all said and done, you're still going to have these powers. It's not going to go away anytime soon. So make sure
Intriguing.
you are smart with how you use them.
Yes, thank you. We shall attempt to use them more nobly. Alex and Feathers, I believe we've learned much from this group of ragtag roundabouts. Roundabouts, that's the thing you drive. Roustabouts. we thank you greatly, strangers.
It's the least we can do to help, folks getting on their feet.
Especially with times as weird as they are right now.
They have been strange. But yes, may we go now?
Yes,
Yeah,
just
yeah, of
remember,
course.
if you're going up against the king's retinue, they're not going to fold so easily like these caravans of non-combatants. They are going to most likely fight, so you need to be ready for that fight when it comes.
Yes, yes. Wonderful advice. Thank you ever so much, all of you. We are indebted to you. Frolics and feathers, fly! And all of them start to kind of just take off into the woods, across the road into this forest to the south.
I'm gonna like come up, take their seat here, and just be like,
If we ever decide to do like some weird catchphrase that goes off our name, like into the shadows or something, I need you to put an arrow between my eyes, okay?
Obviously. I wouldn't like you're already kind of. I mean, Reese looks at him and thinks about the time that he touched his scalp. An interesting person. We can't have you be even more interesting. And no. Just I can't let you do that to yourself.
oh, and by the way, that one guy that I harmed, I would have done the touch the dude and then do another harm, but this time it heals him, so you can feel both sides of that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Make sure they're full health when they leave. I wouldn't
That
just
works.
fuck them up.
Yeah. We can hand wave that and say you did that as well. But after they all run off, Tamley comes up to you all and says, "Oh, that was amazing. You still got it there, Con and Zavid, and you definitely have your good friends here with you. It's incredible how strong all of you've gotten. Thank you so much for protecting the caravan."
Oh, you didn't need us. You had Ulf and Ulf here. They would have taken care of those
We
bandits.
almost had it. We just were struggling to get up because our muscles are too large. We are not as fast as all of you. We were just about to get into the fight, but you took care of it so fast. We didn't have to. Look at how pumped you are. And they're like pointing at all of you in turn, like flex pointing.
Yeah.
That's why I told them to work on their muscles. It was embarrassing. I didn't want to.
It is the best advice you can give.
I like the when in doubt Hulk out, you know, like just
Pretty much, though. Just like running into problems, don't worry about it.
But is there anything that we can do for you? We have plenty of supplies here on the caravan. We can sell anything here as long as we put it in the ledgers.
What do you have? I'm
yeah,
sorry,
are we
I'm
in
not.
the market for anything?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not.
Could be.
Reese does not know their wares and what they have, so.
Depends on what you're wanting. Like if you're wanting, rare magic items, they're not going to have that.
No.
But road stuff, caravan stuff. It's like if you need, rope, if you need a grappling hook, if you need rations.
Yeah,
I'll take a grappling hook.
I think. Let me
When
double
don't
check.
I
Reese
need-
doesn't.
When don't I need a grappling hook?
I know, right? So let me
Let's see
give-
if Reese has one.
Look, I've played Wind Waker. I know how important a grappling hook is.
Yeah, we'll all
Right.
take some grappling hooks and rope.
Cool. I'll
Do
give.
they have a map too?
Yes, Zavid does. I'll show you that in just a second.
I have a map of Assyrian. Can we have a map of Andoran or whatever we're going through?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Having a map of where we're going actually might be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or where we are.
Grappling hook. And then Zavid. Grappling hook. Yes, let me see here. Map? Current map. Yes, okay. So it's not going to be the same burned map, but this is essentially the area that you're headed towards. Yeah, they give you a map of this area. Let me drop that burned map. We'll give that to Zavid, I guess. It's called burned map. It's in your inventory.
Yeah.
So you are currently, if you have that open, drawing.
Yep.
This is Shadow Valley right there.
Mhm.
You're sort of here-ish at the moment, and Almas is right down here. That's the city you're headed to with the Griffith Riders.
Okay.
Cool.
I keep looking at the Isle of Terror. I'm like, what's that? I know it's not part of our quest, but I kind of want to go there
Yeah,
and
the
just
Isle-
see what it's about.
Can we vacation there?
I yearn for the day where we don't have like a big world important quest and we could just point to the map and like, let's go there. That looks cool.
You're right.
At where?
The Isle of Terror? It's just called the Isle of Terror. Why?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. We're adventurers. Maybe we should check it out.
Up in the lake above Daruma. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's Druma's at the southernmost tip of that. Oh,
When we're back at Druma, we need to chart a course to the Isle of Terror and just see why the fuck it's called that. And just, I know it doesn't have anything to do with the conjunction, but like,
we should
there's-
it does.
It does?
I said maybe it does. You don't know.
Oh, I was like, are you?
Oh.
I circle that on the map. Okay, and then a little note in the margins. Must make trip. Okay.
Yes. All right. So there's a map. There's grappling hooks. Was there anything else anybody wanted from Tamley and their caravan?
No, I'm
no.
good.
I mean, do I have like some healing potions? Just some.
Yes, they would definitely have that.
Yeah, actually, let's
Potions.
healing potions and that kind of apothecary type of stuff would actually be really smart.
Yeah,
They'd have...
or any sort of potion that could I mean, I don't know how many like little minor magical trinkets they might have, but some like fail safes against here's what I think I know based on my knowledge of undeath and what our study of Osirian. It's the land of mummies. Mummy rot might be a problem. So I feel like anything that could help us against that, like a cure for mummy rot, or some sort of thing that gives us advantage against saves against whatever that is, like fortitude saves or something, could be good to have to prepare us for.
Is that even a thing in 2e? Mummy rot?
I feel like it is. I remember in first edition, mummy rot was a thing.
Oh, okay. It's probably a disease, I imagine.
It's like a magical disease or a curse or something. Yeah.
Okay. Let me
You know,
see.
curse of the mummy and all that. Look, I just don't want to turn to dust. That's all.
Yeah, you don't want to turn it to dust. That's bad. They definitely have some healing potions up to graders, which would be they only have 2 of those though, but they can have several of any of the lower level ones.
Okay.
I mean, anything is anything at this point.
Yeah, I think we have enough money to buy that if we want
Absolutely.
to just.
Yeah. So who would want the 2? Who gets the 2 greater healers? Healing potions?
Who has the lower of the HP? I feel like that might be me.
Frag and Zabid, actually.
Oh,
Reese,
wow.
you have the highest.
I have
Oh.
low HP.
I have the high HP.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Somehow.
It's the
Rangers have a
strength.
high hit die.
Ooh, that's it. Okay, yeah, I have 74.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have a 14 Constitution. That makes sense.
Mhm.
I always thought I had a higher Constitution, but I guess I sort of focused on other things.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
So I guess Zavid and Frag will have the healing potions?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll take some.
Frag and Zavid. Cool. All right. And then there was like an antidote or something?
Yeah.
Yes, greater antidotes. That's for fortitude saves. It increases your fortitude saves by 4 against poisons for 6 hours. So I'll give each of you one of those.
Hell yeah.
So greater antidotes.
That sounds good.
That's probably about all they have that'll be helpful.
Yeah.
Rations, water skins, that sort of thing. But I don't really, I don't keep track of food and thirst. I hate that.
That's so annoying. and
I hate that
tedious.
mechanic and stuff. And,
It's just kind of like weight, like keeping
I
track of the
figure-
weight.
as long as you guys say, yeah, we buy some rations, then that's it. I'm good.
Yeah. If we're low on
I
food, we
hate-
go and grab
yeah.
it.
If you're low on food, or the only time I ever bring it up is when it's plot relevant. Anyway, so after doing a little trading, you have more than enough gold to do this. Tamley says, well, thank you all so much again for everything you did for the caravan. We really appreciate it. Khan and Zavid, it's always great to see you two, and it's wonderful to meet you two, Reese and Frag. And Ulf and Ulf come up to you, and they both say, the two of you need to try a little bit harder. I think this adventuring has you pushing too many pencils. And they flex it at you, Reese and Frag.
Yeah, it does take a toll. We'll try next time. We'll get back at you.
Hopefully next time I'll have better improvements on me.
We'll see what is better, flesh or machine. And they flex at you again as they're patting each other on the backs and walking off.
Adorable.
As they walk off, I want to like lean in to Frag and Reese and be like,
Arm wrestling, it's all technique. It's not about the power. You guys are definitely stronger than them. They just have been doing that a lot longer, so don't feel bad.
I take no personal offense. I kind of was trying not to win, just, didn't want to burn their ego too much.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
So getting back on the road, or are you staying the night here at this area? That's your choice.
Well, it probably hasn't been too long. So.
Yeah,
Not
so we
super.
could just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit that
So-
old dusty trail.
The old dusty trail. Let me find it. Okay. There we are. So you get back on the road, having said your goodbyes to Tamley, Ulf, Glunda, and the rest of the caravan. And it's relatively peaceful the rest of the way. You don't get accosted by any highway bandits or any demons along the road. You see several people on their way, traders coming this way and that, people just walking, taking the road on their horses. But eventually, after a few hours, you do crest a hill and come up and see along a very familiar sight, Khan, the skyline of the city of Almas, the capital of Andorran, the southernmost city in this country, essentially. It is your home. You were raised not on the streets, but you like to tell people you were raised on the streets. It's an image thing. You were raised in a loving family, in a circus. There's nothing tragic in your backstory whatsoever, but you like to tell people that you grew up on the mean streets of Almas. But that is what you see as you're coming close. And you know you will be there shortly. So then let me load this map here.
Yeah, I think
Once
Pawn
you
is
finally
just, I think she's just
Okay.
giddy to like be going to a new place and be able to make a fresh impression on people.
Fabulous. Yes, says. And you do know about this place. So like I feel like she'd be talking about her childhood and areas she used to go to, all things of that nature. But I've loaded the map. I hope that's loaded for you there, yeah?
Yep.
Great. You recognize this city. It was your old stomping grounds. There's a canal down the center, and the city is split right down the middle by a river. And you know that the Golden Eyrie is on the eastern side of town, and you came in kind of from the north west. So you just need to cross a footbridge. The guards don't give you any hassle. This city is it's a little bit of Galarian lore that Khan would know. It's a fully democratic city. It's one of the only democratic areas in Galarian that's fully democratic. So this place doesn't really have armed guards at the gate, barricaded parapets. No, there's really not much of that stuff. It's a very open, free market style city, metropolitan area. So you're able to get in with very little issue. You don't even need to show your passports or anything. And you know that you cross the river into the sort of market area to the east, and you see before you exactly where you need to go. It's hard to miss. You can see the area from any area in town. It's a spire that rises hundreds of feet up into the sky, and you point to it and know that that's where you need to go.
Was the spire this thing?
It is that.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you're pointing at. No, it's over on the east. It's that little square there. It's
Itty bitty
thin but
square.
very tall.
Okay.
But yes, you know that is where you need to go. So you enter into it, and at the very bottom is essentially just a table with a single low-level guard who is from the Alman military, with a table and some paperwork in front of him. And as you approach, he says, "Hello there. You here to access the area?"
Yes, indeed, we are.
Okay then. Just got some papers for you to fill out. Some rudimentary questions. Just name, where you come from, where you going, your business, pleasure, things of that nature. Just sign here. Signature here. Need a signature for everyone in your group. If you have any luggage that's more than 50 kilos, we have to put it on its own griffin, so that's an up cost. And would you like to buy the insurance for your trip today, ma'am?
Well, wherever we go, things do seem to go wrong for whatever reason. So maybe we should be insured.
That's probably a good idea. Just it's fine. I don't think it'll hurt us too much in the pocket.
Yeah. Yes. Clifton insurance for us all.
Very well, very well. Okay, just need a triplicate signature here and a down payment or 2 gold, okay? And it just goes on like this for several minutes, just boring, bureaucratic nonsense. But eventually he does stamp all of your forms in triplicate and hands them back to you, gives you your exact change. He says, all right, just back up the stairs behind me. You might want to take some water. It's a long trek. And happy travels.
And a good day to you.
Thank you. So there's behind you is a spiral staircase going up the entire length of this thing. It's actually extremely difficult to do. I need everyone to give me an athletics check to see if you're capable of getting to the top publicly, please. Looking for a DC 30.
Oh, okay.
In the tower or chat?
No, publicly in the chat.
Oh,
So Ant Hall, does that help me?
Not as much as before.
I'm gonna burn my hero
points. +2. Okay, I'll say it'll give you a +2, Zavid. Because it's not like you were arm wrestling or shoving like that earlier.
Does anyone want to throw their grappling hook?
Oh, Reese is fine.
All right, so
Reese can help Zavid up on the way.
Yeah, Zavid needs a little. Zavid, your ant hole makes you strong. It does not give you the stamina to get up this tower. Since you critically failed, you will need. I'm gonna say you're what is it? Exhausted. There's an effect. Fatigued. You are fatigued, Zavid, since you critically failed. Khan, you don't suffer any ill effects. It's just you're extremely winded, and it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
So your pride is hurt more than anything.
Gotcha.
But eventually, all of you do reach the top of this spiral staircase. Before you is an iron portcullis that gets opened for you by a guard, which I have not pictured because they're just nameless guards. But before you is a stone hallway that leads off in several directions, but directly in front of you is a stairwell down into a circular area in which there are massive nests 10 feet across, upon which roost several griffins. You can hear them squawking proudly in their nest.
Oh, they're kind of cute.
Yeah, we're just admiring the majestic beast.
And a guard at the door, they open it for you and they say, welcome to Golden Airy. Please watch your step. Don't feed the griffins. The quartermaster's down to the south. He'll get you taken care of. And have a safe flight.
Thank you so much.
Yo, cheers. So, if you just all the way to the south, essentially, there's a room with a little round circle.
I'm like, my legs are like jelly, and I'm like holding onto the wall as I'm like going down these stairs. The air's really thin up here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need help?
No, maybe.
Just go on my back.
I get on his back. I don't even pretend to be proud.
Just wheel around.
Yeah, he'll just healy you around, and you can indeed see off the sides on either side, and it's several 100-foot drop straight down. There are little guardrails on the side everywhere, but it's still very vertigo-inducing. And in this area, there are griffins behind little grates. These are clearly ones that are on rest. The ones that are on the nests are the ones who are working.
Mm-hmm.
But to the far south, you see a room with a round table with an older human man dressed in fine leather armors. He has a scar across his head. He has a big white, not a big white beard, but a finely trimmed white beard. His white hair slicked back. He's clearly an advanced military officer, and he comes up and greets you. Yes, good day. Welcome to the Golden Eyrie. What can I do for you today? My name is Commander Reginald Cormuth. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, it's nice to meet you as well. We filled out a handful of paperwork. So we're chattering for I'm losing the accent. Of your griffins. They're heading south.
Yes. Wonderful. And where are you headed today?
I forget the name.
I think you said you were going to go to Absalom before you're going to Assyrian, right?
Yeah.
Absalom would be great. Across the inner sea.
Yes, of course, Absalom. Quite a popular destination this time of year. Very beautiful beaches. Of course. And he accepts your paperwork and he flips through it a little bit. He signs a couple of things, makes a couple stamps, and is doing his bureaucratic nonsense. And eventually he says, "Oh, yes, right this way. Please, come with me." He'll walk you, if I can grab the layer. Yep, he'll walk you down this hallway. And he says, "We here at the area take great pride in our griffins. None of them are captured from the wild. They're all bred in captivity, so none of them have been taken from their natural habitat." He's just giving you the history of this place as he's walking you down the hall slowly, because he's kind of an old man. But eventually he does get you to this center.
God, we gotta go so far. Running all the way back.
Yeah, Zavid, you're just absolutely miserable at this point with all this walking thin air and all this. But yes, here are the griffins for all of you. I believe yes, there should be enough for each of you, even though in the graphic there aren't. So each of you are able to pick whichever you would like. They each enjoy having a nice carrot before taking off. But beyond that, try not to feed them too much. They do eat on schedule, you see. And he hands each of you kind of a carrot.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll go towards the smallest griffin.
Okay. Give me a nature check publicly. All of you who are trying to get up to a griffin.
I go to this griffin that's turned around. I'm like, face me. I have a carrot for you. Face me now. Look at me. Take the carrot.
It's fully ignoring you, Zavid. Your griffin pays you no mind whatsoever. Fred,
Fine, I don't need a griffin. When I eat the carrot.
You can taste the minerals and the vitamins in it. You realize again that you need it.
I keep eating it.
Reese just looks over. Wow, your skin is like almost glowing.
Yeah, you said that the luster in his skin starts to immediately return after eating a single carrot.
That's how malnourished he is.
Yeah.
Oh god, Frag, your griffin is a little skittish about you because of all the metal, but eventually, and with the carrot, it does take to you. And Khan and Reese, you have no problem with these two creatures. They were bred for this purpose, and neither of you seem very threatening. But Zavid, eventually Reginald comes up to you and says, "I see you got Bootsy. Yes, she can be a bit of a problem sometimes. Yeah, just come see. You need to face her like an honorable person. Like that, I'm definitely not stealing from another.
Okay,
I'm definitely
I see
not
what's
stealing
going on
from
here.
any other IP here. Of course not. Fully original on this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I shall not name what I'm stealing from.
I do the slightest of bow. It's just. Is that enough?
It opens one eye, sniffs. It leans over, and you can tell, even though it doesn't have a nose, it just has a beak. It's still holding its beak up at you, and it takes the rest of the carrot, and then it like kind of turns to allow you to get on the saddle. There you see.
I
told
scramble
you Bootsy would
up.
do that occasionally. Good old Bootsy. But yes. Just remember, left for left, right for right, up for down, down for up. But be careful now. Hope to see you all on your return. Safe travels.
Goodbye.
So-
All right.
And unless someone has something immediately they want to do, I think this is a great time to stop.
I think
Yeah.
so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point to
Sweet.
stop.
So I think, we are going to pick this up next time. Hope everyone will join us then and see what happens on the way to and in the capital of Absalom.
Dun, dun,
So hope you'll
dun.
join us. Thanks so much, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.